The mysterious disappearance at the Flannan Isles Lighthouse 1900, one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in maritime history. In December of 1900, a remote lighthouse on the Flannan Isles, tiny, windswept islands off the coast of Scotland, went silent. No signal, no light, no answers. 3 keepers lived there. Thomas Marshall, age 28, James Ducat, the experienced keeper. Donald MacArthur, a tough, temperamental former soldier. Their job was simple and brutal. Keep the lighthouse burning through winter storms that could smash ships like toys. But then, they vanished. The last log entries days before they disappeared, Marshall wrote strange emotional notes in the lighthouse logbook. December 12th, severe winds the likes of which I have never seen. Ducat very quiet. MacArthur crying. MacArthur crying was shocking. He was known as the strongest, hardest man among them. Deck 13, storm still raging, prayed together. But here's the strange part. No storms were recorded in the area on those dates. Nearby stations reported calm weather. So who or what terrified them? The rescue ship arrives. When the relief ship Hesperus arrived on December 26th, the lighthouse stood dark. Captain Harvey expected the keepers to row out and greet them. No one came. The crew climbed the cliffs and reached the lighthouse door. It was locked from the inside. When they broke in, they found half-eaten meals, overturned chairs, an unlit lantern. The clock stopped, 2 sets of raincoats missing. 1 raincoat left behind, MacArthur's. The final log entry was on December 15th. Storm ended. Storm ended. Sea calm, God is over all. And after that, silence. The rescuers searched every inch of the island. They found ropes torn from crates far below on the western cliffs, as if the men had been securing equipment during rough seas. But that theory had problems. Why would all 3 men go outside? Lighthouse rules forbade leaving the tower unattended. Only 1 coat was left behind, suggesting someone rushed out unprepared. And why had they been praying? Why had they been terrified before any storm was recorded? The most likely theory, the popular explanation, is this. A massive, sudden rogue wave, the kind that comes once in decades, may have exploded upward and swept the men away while they were trying to secure equipment. We know the cliffs on that side were dangerous. The ocean can hit them with enough force to tear rock apart. If 1 man went out to help and the others followed, they could all have been taken in seconds. It fits some evidence, but not everything. The uncomfortable mysteries, some facts, never aligned. Why no storm reports? Why the emotional, frightened logbook entries? Why was MacArthur's coat left behind? Did he run out in panic? Why was the table disturbed as if someone left suddenly? Why were the inside locks engaged? And why did all 3 disappear at once? Something no trained keepers would allow. To this day, no bodies were ever found. The sea gave no answers. What people still say over the decades, theories multiplied. 1 keeper murdered the others. A giant wave swallowed them. They saw a sinking ship and rushed to help. They heard cries from the cliffs. Madness overtook them. Something supernatural called from the sea. Locals still tell the story in hushed voices. Sailors claim you can sometimes see lights moving in the empty lighthouse at night, even though no one lives there anymore. The final legacy, the disappearance of the Flannan Isles keepers, changed lighthouse procedure forever. Never fewer than 3 men on duty, mandatory reporting systems rules, preventing all keepers leaving the tower at once. The names of Marshall, Ducat, and MacArthur were carved into maritime legend. Ordinary men who held back the darkness, until the ocean took them.